We are now in part 4 of Desjardins' discussion of affirmative action. And here we're going to discuss the second type of affirmative action, which is strong affirmative action. Example 1 is when we have equally qualified candidates, but minority candidates are hired. And example 2, when we have quotas. The second type of affirmative action, generally speaking, refers to affirmative action hiring that may lower standards for qualification by, engaging in what is called preferential hiring. Disadvantaged minority groups here are given preference in hiring. This type of affirmative action is called strong affirmative action, and it is more controversial than the weaker forms of affirmative action we have previously discussed, such as legal equal opportunity and assistance and outreach programs. The first example of the second, stronger type of affirmative action is when qualified or minimally adequately qualified candidates are hired, but these may not be the most or best qualified candidates. An instance of this first example may be when a teaching position requires an MA degree. And while a minority candidate has an MA degree, a white male has a PhD degree, and then the minority candidate is hired. The minority candidate is not one with the best qualification, but the minority candidate is adequately qualified nevertheless and is hired as part of preferential treatment type of affirmative action. The example of the second stronger type of affirmative action is when quotas are used. An instance of the second example may be if an organization has a policy that a certain portion of its employees, say 30%, are minorities. That many minority candidates would be hired, even if not all of them have the adequate qualifications for the job. Of course, we can also conceive of the combination of the first and second example here, that a certain percentage of employees must be minorities and that they must be adequately qualified.